Hello po, good afternoon and congratulations. First question for Direct Ted. Tuloy ko lang yung question about yung pag-evolve ng actors na napili ninyo. So, ngayon ba Direct, may nakikita namin kayong parang mga changes on how they approach acting or mga nagbagong ugali. Charot. Not naman for the worst, no? Hopefully for the better. Pero like, yung mga changes na nakita niya aside from yun nga, yung pag-approach niya sa characters nila, like character-wise, sobrang nag-improve ba?
Yeah, of course, ano naman ako, nasa pre-prod lang ako and nakikita ko lang sa post-prod lang din yung mga improvements nila. But like, for example, si Harvey, we know him as an indie actor. He was part of Going Bulilit, right? And then naging independent actor siya with Blue Room. And then ngayon, kumbaga, ito pinakilala ulit namin siya as a teen heartthrob or our young heartthrob. So, I think yung pinaka gusto ko kay Harvey dito is basically, and syempre si Riza naman, nagsimula sa isang afternoon soap opera, di ba? So parang, kumbaga drama, very emotional scenes. So kumbaga, kayang-kaya nila yung mga drama at emotional scenes. Wala akong question doon, kaya nga sila yung nakuha as leads. Pero ang nakikita kong improvement sa season 2 is, sumabay na rin sila sa mga kilig-kilig. so marunong na yung lightness, kasi syempre yung age nila, hindi naman pwedeng drama lang lahat. Kasi kung drama lang, talagang isusugal ko sila. Talagang manglalamon sila. Pero for this genre, na kailangan rin ng sweet scenes, ng kilig moments, na actually akala ng mga tao madali yun, pero mahirap yun talaga pag wala kayong connection ng partner mo at chemistry. Pero because they're good actors at inay sila yung interpersonal relationships nila. In other words, nakuha yung kilig moments na hinahanap namin creatives for the characters of Jigs and Hope. Same way with the rest. Like for example, for season 2, ang character naman ni Atom, ni Ralph, ay magkakaroon ng love team. And sabi nga ni Ralph, di ba, first serye niya, first show niya to, and then sa High Street din, drama rin naman yung High Street, although hindi talaga siya parang teeny bopper youth-oriented series. And right now, at si Beth, sabi ni Beth, kontrabida siya ni Loisa sa Love in 40 Days, sila yung love team sa season 2 na to ngayon eh. So they also have to like, parang kailangan explore yung personal relationships nila para magampanan nila yung role sila. So kumbaga, Jimps, kumbaga, wala akong masabi sa dramatic powers nila. But, you know, this is a youth-oriented series also, and there are light moments, there are scenes about friendship, about love. Meron kaming queer GL love story na sobra ring nagte-trending at nagwa-viral. Gusto yung mga episodes na may GL, matataas din yung views nun. So I'm very happy also na very open sina Kay, sina Tani, sina Crystal, and si Juniper. I mean, this is their first show, and usually pag nagbaguhan ka, ayaw mong tumanggap ng mga queer-related characters, but they're so brave to accept roles ng ganon. May mga kissing scenes, ganon. Na, di ba, yung parang, wala kayong problema sa mga swimsuit. Natatawa lang tayo kasi sabi ni Eric, sexy ako, swimsuit ako. Pero ang totoo, mahirap yun sa mga baguhan ha. Pag mga baguhan, ayaw mag-swimsuit. Ayaw ng mga love scenes, ayaw ng mga kissing scenes. Pero ginawa nila, not because gusto nila magpa-sexy, but because the story requires for it. Importante siya para sa kwento. So yun yung na-appreciate ko talaga. May appreciation na sila sa craft, and I'm sure Direk Kevin also saw it. So yun James. Essay writing.
Yung Direk kasi syempre, technically you had a hand in their careers kung paano nagsimula. And then yun nga si Harvey and si Ralph were successful in pagtawid sa more major roles in more major drama shows, diba? So generally na lang, Direk, what do you think is next for all of them? Mas marami pa ba tayong makikita ang makakatawid and mabibigyan ng mas malalaking characters in the future and shows?
Well, definitely, like for me personally, since I'm the creative producer of Zoomers, syempre ang pangarap natin may season 3 or may pelikula, wow! Pero of course, alam naman namin na ang purpose ng Zoomers is really to launch them. And I just want siguro sinasabi naman namin sa kanila na, you know, like for example, the Luis and Kay, they actually auditioned for Pamilya Sagrado in November, and they only had a parang callback in Feb. And I'm assuming the producers saw Zoomers season 1. That's why they were called back to Pamilya Sagrado. And that's what that's what we envisioned. The producers, whether they're film producers or business unit heads of ABS-CBN or other TV5 or A to Z, when they see the show, they'll realize na, ay, pwede si si Erica, nagpa-sexy. Kayang-kaya niyang tong role na ganito. So parang yun yung, or di kaya, ay, ang lakas ng follower ng Chris V, may pa-billboard, magagaling naman na artista. Bigyan natin ng series, ng I Want TFC series, or i-cast natin sa teleserye, ganon. So, lahat yun ay palaging vision namin at hindi naman magagawa yun kung hindi rin nila, they don't also do the hard work. And I'm just happy they also did the hard work.
Okay, and then last question na lang for Harvey and Ralph, no? Kasi kayo nga yun, yung nakatawid sa more major roles in mas malalaking shows, no? So, meron bang learning from shooting High Street na nadala nyo sa Zoomers Season 2 or meron kayong practice from Season 1 na nagagamit nyo pa rin while shooting or while doing your characters sa High Street?
Siguro yung nadala ko from High Street, syempre, doon sobrang veteran na po talaga ng mga cast doon. Aminado po ako na medyo na-intimidate pa po ako minsan nung simula. But eventually sa sobrang welcoming po nila at sa sobrang dami po nilang tinulong sa akin, mas naging comfortable na po ako sa harap ng camera. Na kahit sino po maka-eksena ko, okay naman po. And I learned also na there are also very different directing styles na we also have to adjust to. So lahat po ng napipick up ko kay Direk Kevin, nadadala ko po sa High Street, or lahat po ng napipick up po kay Direk Onat, kay Direk Lino, nadadala ko din po sa nung nag-shoot kami ng Zoomer Season 2. So it's a very, very good experience, good learning experience for me kasi yun nga po, madami pa po akong matututunan and madami pa akong gustong puntahan with this career.
Saan ka punta? Sama kami.
Doon sa taas.
Ayan.
Ako po siguro, ang pinaka natutunan ko from working on a teleserye like High Street is you need to adapt. Minsan may mga revisions sa script na dinadala naman sa GC na hindi mo nababasa, hindi mo alam yung revision. You really have to learn it right there, moments before you take the scene. So, yung mga small moments like that you really need to learn as an actor. Kasi syempre, iba yung format namin sa Zoomers sa teleserye. Dito sa Zoomers, we had the luxury of being able to finish the whole show before it aired. Sa pag-teleserye kasi, makakabako ka naman ng mga episodes pero at some point hahabol din yung airing sa taping ninyo. So you really need to learn how to adapt, how to learn your lines quickly. And like Ralph said, learning how to adapt with different directors because each director has a different directing style and you really need to deliver. It doesn't really matter what directing style that is because you need to deliver.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ralph and Harvey, thank you. And next question, sino pa dyan, Sir Aaron, yung may mga katanungan?
Itanungin din natin si Luis na nasa Pamilya Sagrado.
GSX.
So, ayun, syempre work ethics, you have to work on it kasi hindi pwede mo i-serve ng half-baked. So, kailangan mo talaga mag-effort para makita ng tao yung hard work mo and yung passion mo sa pag-acting. So, and ang pinaka-useful is actually, kahit iba-iba yung acting styles, tapos iba-iba yung nag-direct, kailangan mo i-fulfill kung ano yung binivision ng director na. Kasi ikaw yung magpapakita sa kanila ng clear na kung anong gusto nila. So, ayun. Para sila yung painter. So, ayun.
Very well said. Thank you. We have a question from Rachel of PEC.
Hi, good afternoon. Congratulations sa Season 2 ng Zoomers. And we interviewed Derek Lorian recently and he said na talagang kasama sa best bets ng Star Magic and ABS-CBN ang Zoomers cast. Ayun. Siyempre ngayon dahil Season 2 na at mas komportable na kayo sa isa't isa, meron pa rin bang mga nangyaring bloopers sa set or funny moments na naaalala niyo at pwede niyo ma-share sa amin today?
Hindi kami
Sabi
nag-bloopers,
nila,
hindi kami
hindi daw nagkakamali.
Hindi kami nagkakamali eh. Wow!
Lagi mo kasi yung one take eh.
Meron bang bloopers?
Magagaling sila. Ikaw direct. Direct.
Direct Kevin.
Ay, yung ano...
Kasi Krista.
Pwede ba pag-usapan yun?
Ay, hindi ko alam.
Basta trailer
Basta
naman eh.
walang spoil.
Okay.
Ako.
Meron kasing eksena where mahuhulog si Jake sa taas ni Hope. Parang nakagano'n sila dalawa. Tapos when we were taking the scene, rehearsal ba? Hindi ko alam kung rehearsal yun o take yun.
Hindi, take na.
Take na yun. So, na-take na. Ayan, nahulog na kami dalawa ni Chris ah.
Tapos yung direct kasi nakakatawa. Kasi, ewan ko yung sinasadya ni direct, pero like may gusto siya na shot na paulit-ulit namin ginawa yung scene. Hanggang sa...
Eventually, nung ginawa namin yung eksena, ang daming sand na napunta sa mata ni Chris ah.
Nasa buhangin po
Tapos,
kasi kami.
nasa buhangin kasi. Tapos, syempre, nasa beach kami yung init. Yung pawis ko,
Tumutulong
Tumutulong.
sa akin. Tapos, yung sand nasa mata ko na. Ganon. Tapos pawis na pawis si Harvey. So, ako naman, si Punas rin. Tapos ang sakit ng mata ko. Kung ano-ano na lang talaga nangyari.
Sakit ng sa mata.
Oo.
Pero ang professional. Kudos.
So, mga pagkaganon talaga, wala na talagang arte on set. Itong mga pag-guest direct.
I also remember in connection dun sa Puhin, I think yung same eksena nasa bonfire kasi sila. And nung nag-shoot kasi kami, grabe yung init. Yun yung kasagsagan, like 40s. Feels like 46. So ang init, no? Yung gabi na yun, yung bonfire sa which I guess we're gonna see later on sa screen. Grabe yung, ano nila, kasi ang daming lines, diba? Lahat sila may linya. Pero lahat sila nakatapat sa apoy. Hindi sila pwede umalis kasi kailangan na namin i-take right away. So, minsan nakita ko lang naluluha na sila dahil sa apoy. So, si Kokoy may line dun later on na tweet niya eh. Kahit si Lucas sobrang pawisin, pareho kami. Parang yun yung sukatan ko kung sobrang init na ba kasi tagaktak talaga yung pawis. But you know, they all pulled off the scene. Kasi imagine, nasa harap kayo ng bonfire. Hindi kayo pwede umalis kasi kukunan na right away.
And siguro last question na lang for any of you who wants to answer. Meron ba kayong nabili na something to reward yourself after yung successful run of Zoomers Season 1? How did you spend your talent week?
May bagong kotse si Harvey guys.
Sobrang pagkastos na ng talent.
Zoomkadas, saan nyo daw ginastos yung fruits of your labor? Season 1.
Pagkain.
Food.
Mostly food.
Nag-hangout ba kayo? Like, nag-travel kayo buong Zoomkadas, like, as a whole, kasama yung prod?
Hindi pa po
Hindi pa eh.
Wala
pa.
Soon. Pakailangan niyo po ng host, ha? Facilitator, ganun.
Ano magre-reveal ng talent fee or yung reward that you bought for yourself?
Ay po, pagkain po.
Sige daw, sige.
For me po, pinangpuhunan ko po siya. Parang gusto ko po kasi mag-start ng business. Kasi yung family ko mahilig kami sa fashion and dresses. So ngayon parang nagsa-start up na po ako ng studio for dress rentals for events. So ayun po yung reward ko sa sarili ko. Business po.
Yeah. Congratulations. Business-minded.
Nakaka-proud naman.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you. That's Rachel as Shasan of Pep.ph. We are down to our last two questions. And our next question will come from Chris Lane of WhatsApp.ph.
What's up?
Congrats sa Zoomers. And question ko lang kay Krista and Harvey. Ano yung character ni Hope tsaka ni Jinx na until now as Gen Z na-adapt?
Ano yung traits nila? Characters na
Ano yung character nila na after nung Zoomers na-adapt niya pa rin in real life?
Feeling ko it's the more of the ugali nung character ninyo na na-carried away. Na-carried over in personal. May ganun eh. Habang nag-iisip sila, kwento ko na lang din. Kahit di man naman tinatanong, kwento ko na. Habang nag-iisip sila, parang tayo ma-dead air. Uy, shoutout nga pala sa mga Zoomkadas natin dyan nanonood sa live stream. What's up?
What's up, Zoomkada?
Yes! Don't forget to use our official hashtag for today. It's hashtag Zoomer Season 2. Mamayang gabi na yan. Okay. Yes, Criza?
Hindi, ayun po. Parang wala ako masyadong like na-adapt kay Hope. Pero from the very start po kasi, similar na talaga kami. May similarities na kami sa isa't isa. Like, breadwinner siya, and ganun rin po ako. Tapos medyo, si Hope kasi very selfless kasi siyang tao. And feel ko, feel ko toxic trait yan. May ganun akong part sa akin na parang super, may times na hindi ko na naiisip yung sarili ko for the sake of other people. So yun po.
Ako po, ayun, siguro, like Liza, hindi siya yung parang takeaway ko from Jigs. Mas, yun nga, Jigs is a aspiring director. And ako, ever since naman talaga, I've always wanted to tell stories. I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. So I think yun talaga yung, if anything, if may nakuha akong trait kay Jigs, siguro yun yung eagerness niya to act. Yung eagerness niya and yung motive niya to actually become a director. So, yun po.
And as Gen Z, bakit kailangan mapanood ng viewers yung Zoomers season?
Zoomers po kasi in general, parang hindi lang siya about sa pagbabarkadahan. Nandun siya pero makikita niyo din doon kung paano yung kilig nga and paano yung parang first love mo as a Gen Z. And then may mga important topic din po kasi na natatakal dito. At kagaya sa GL, merong LGBTQIA+ community na side, meron ring family. Parang it's for everyone. Hindi, parang nakafocus po siya sa para sa lahat. In general po pwedeng manood. Hindi lang talaga siya for, ano mo yan, Gen Z. Pero ayun, marami pong makaka-relate dito talaga ng mga kabataan. Since yun po, youth-oriented show pa rin siya.
Thank you, Criza. Thank you, Liza.
Before our killer question from Albert Abelido, let's call Coach Abby for her question.
Coach